Hello, 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 beautiful beings of light and love. It's Asya and I am back in my kitchen. Today I wanted to show how quick and easy and simple it is to make homemade granola. For the longest time, I kept searching online. I kept searching at the grocery stores for granola, and all the time they have sometimes they'll have super clean ingredients, and then the last ingredient on there will be some preservative or natural flavors. And I just started making homemade granola. It takes 5 minutes to make, and it tastes amazing. So I wanted to show you guys how quick and easy it is to make homemade granola. It's a recipe that anyone can make. Literally, your children can make this. So you start off homemade granola with oats. I'm going to be placing 3 cups of oats. I just realized, actually, after I bought this batch of oats, that it's really good to buy organic oats. These are non-organic. These are bought from Trader Joe's. So from now on, I'm going to be buying a different brand that's organic because I didn't realize that these were not. And I actually did buy some organic ones, and they actually look so different. They're larger, they look more healthy. I don't know, they just look different. So that's just a tip when you are buying oats. So after you add the oats to a bowl, you can add in walnuts. So I'm going to do 1 cup of walnuts. The recipe is flexible, so if you don't like walnuts, if they're not your thing, you can use a different type of nut. Use whatever type of nut you would like. So today I'm making homemade granola, super easy, super fun. I love the little Ninja. Ninjas are super easy. They're a great way to just grind up things really quickly. So I'm just giving it a little twirl. I don't want the nuts to be too small, but I want them to be pretty small, that they are kind of like smaller than bite size. So I'm adding in the walnuts to the oats. My oven is preheated to 250 degrees. I'm going to be cooking the granola for 1 hour and 15 minutes. And the second type of nut I'm going to be using today is cashew. But like I said, this recipe is flexible, so really you can add whatever you would like to it and it still comes out amazing. So choose your favorite nuts, choose your favorite seeds. If you have a nut allergy, choose seeds. If you have a seed allergy, choose nuts. So basically the ratio is, hi Oves, nice to see you on here. Hope you're doing well, happy Ramadan. So I have oats in here, I have nuts, and now I'm going to place the cashews that I just gave a gentle little blend to. So in terms of sweetening, actually I forgot to grab one of the sweeteners, so let me grab it real quick. I have coconut sugar is going to be the sweetener that I'm going to use today. And coconut sugar is, pardon? Yeah, I'm going to use maple syrup and coconut sugar. So maple syrup, Shubber's trying to make sure I don't make a mistake here. So I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of coconut sugar as a sweetener. They say that coconut sugar, for some reason, does not cause as high of a blood spike as other types of sugars. And so that's why I always opt for coconut sugar. So if you're just tuning in, I am making homemade oatmeal today, and I couldn't be more excited. Props to healthy living. Thank you. Happy Ramadan and hope you're doing well. Where are you, Oves? Are you back in Madagascar or are you somewhere else? Let me know because I miss you. I haven't seen you in forever. So now I'm adding maple syrup. I'm doing a 1/4 cup of maple syrup for the recipe. And it's just gonna go straight into this. Oh my God, this looks so good. And yes, I'm fasting right now. We're all fasting. And even though I'm fasting, my eating is kind of similar to how I normally eat. And now I'm gonna do a 1/4 cup of coconut oil. And I melted this before I started the live. Coconut oil is one of those oils that is solid above a certain temperature. And so right now it tends to be solid. In the summertime, sometimes it tends to be more liquid. So I'm doing a 1/4 cup of oil, a 1/4 cup of maple syrup, 1 cup of each of the nuts, 3 cups of oats, and now I'm going to do 3/4 cup of coconut flakes. And this is just such a nice little addition because I love the taste of coconut. Do you guys love the taste of coconut? What's your favorite nut? What's your favorite seed? So basically, this is 3/4 of a cup. I'm just estimating if you know anything about me, I'm all about just 80% perfect. I'm not a perfectionist. I'd rather fail 100 times than to do something perfectly. So anyway, that's basically what I have. I have the oats, the nuts, the coconut, the maple syrup, the salt, and the oil. And I'm just giving it a good stir. Oh my gosh, this looks fantabulous. Normally when I'm not fasting, I would try this and just make sure all the flavors taste good together, but because I'm fasting, I cannot take a taste of this right now. It's almost time to break fast, and today I will probably be having a smoothie bowl. I've been, alhamdulillah, feeling a ton of energy. I actually worked out today. I cleaned my apartment and I taught a 90-minute yoga class, and now I'm teaching you guys how to make homemade granola. So something is going right with the fasting and healthy eating. I think it must be a combination of healthy eating, positive thinking, and feeling good in my body, and just living in a place where I keep my heart open. You know, when we keep our heart open and we want to do things from a place within our heart, deep within our heart, we are able to show up to the world a little differently, right? I think that it's so important to connect to our hearts, and it's not talked about that much in, I think, Western society or culture, but our hearts actually know a lot. And when we start tapping into the intuition of our hearts, it can actually guide us. And a lot of times, you know, people will start saying stuff to you from like external people, and they'll be like, do this or do that, and they sometimes drown out the own intuition that we have within us. And so it's really important to tap into that, especially if you're like being fired from your job or not working right now. Like, what does your heart want to do in this world? Ask yourself that, you know, as you move through life right now during quarantine. So this granola is ready to go. I'm gonna just place it on a prepared pan here. I love using parchment paper. I think it's a lot better for the environment than foil. I really am not a happy, you know, user of foil. So if you can buy parchment paper instead, think about Mother Earth, you know, think about the resources that we're using. I mean, so much of our system needs to evolve. The fact that we use so much plastic in all of our packaging, all of this will change, you know, and it will change when every single person does their part. Like, I'm not an engineer that manufactures plastic, but one of you may be an engineer that manufactures plastic. And so as each of us does our own individual part, the earth will change, right? So here it is. My granola looks fantastic. It has cashews, walnuts, coconut, maple syrup, salt, coconut sugar, and that's it. And it took all of 5 minutes to make. I'm gonna place this in the oven. It's gonna cook for 1 hour and 15 minutes at 250 degrees. And then once it comes out, Shubber likes to melt chocolate on it. And that is like the icing on the cake. So that's his department. I let him do that. You can stir the oatmeal every like 30 minutes, 15 minutes, you know, make sure that it cooks really evenly. And this is homemade granola, 5 minutes to make, no preservatives, and it gets eaten within 3 or 4 days. So it's darn good. I love you all. Thank you for joining me. If you try out this recipe, let me know how it goes. I will try to post a picture of it tomorrow with the exact breakdown of all the ingredients in case you want to try this. And like I said, you know, a lot of those store-bought granolas have so many fillers and stuff like this, and this is just homemade, whole ingredients that taste amazing, and you can use your creativity. You can sub out the nuts, you can change it up. I always encourage people, use your creativity, you know, like let yourself be expressive. We are born creators. We have come to this earth to create, to make, to be, to do, you know, and it's we have to start tapping into our heart, our inner desires, and let ourselves express ourselves to the world. So even if you're just expressing yourself by making a beautiful, you know, granola that's kind of unique and not following the recipe, amazing, do it. Okay, I love you all. Happy Ramadan. I'm so happy to see all of these people come on here, Kruti and Sukaina and Auntie Terrell. I'm so happy to see Zainab, everyone. I'm so happy to see you all. Happy Ramadan. You can watch the replay. I just made homemade granola. It took 2 minutes to make, and I just couldn't be more excited to see all of you. I love you all from the bottom of my heart. Happy Ramadan and be well. Stay happy.